been asked for your documents. Please produce them without delay. Please report any suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeping officer. A vigilant population is a safe population.
Hello, Troubleshooters. You may call me Friend Computer because I am your friend. You can trust me. Our scene opens as our characters open their eyes. You are lying on the cold linoleum floor of the Alpha Complex. Emergency lights are flashing, so you see everything in a red tint. No noise, just red lights. As you're waking up, you begin looking around at your surroundings and at each other. And first things first, you notice you're all in orange jumpsuits. As you're looking around and coming to, let's have all of you describe who you all see. What does your character look like? And as you are describing yourself as well, all of you know each other's names by the small name tag on your jumpsuit. So, what is your name and what do you look like?
I'm Hank. I'm about 5'10", although if you ask me, I'm 6 feet. And I average build, average height, just a regular old down home kind of guy. He's got brown hair, brown eyes, no facial hair to speak of, but he again will insist he has a 5 o'clock shadow.
You see a thin dude with some thick glasses on, and he's got a bunch of pens in his pocket, and his name tag is Brad, and he's got a bit of a like an unshaven neckbeard situation going on, and he's fidgeting pretty hardcore right now.
All right. Next to Brad, my character wakes up. He's probably 5'11", slightly overweight, 40-year-old Caucasian man with a receding hairline. He's very like Woody Harrelson, True Detective, and he kind of just like looks over at Brad and then at Hank and the rest of the group, confused and kind of just waiting to see, like, are we doing are we introducing ourselves, or are we just...
Not quite yet. Everyone's just looking around. And as you look around and you look down, what does your name tag say?
Oh, it says Brad.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Brad.
Well, you'll be an easy one to remember. That's one for the books already. Okay.
Waking up, she's looks around, looking a little annoyed, kind of tired, and just absolutely confused. Tina has kind of short, dark hair, sassy, does not like to waste her time with things, and just really wants to get to the point of whatever is going on, especially now that she doesn't know what's going on. She's very much so like, let's get this over with. I have things to do, and I don't want to be around here, and I don't like what I'm seeing.
Well, my name tag says Frank. I'm mid-50s. I have a full mullet, and scars on my face clearly have been beaten down by jobs and life.
Yeah, and as you're all looking around at each other, you take in each other's appearances best you can, as you are in this like red tint just flashing over and over. You're waking up in a hallway with absolutely no memory of how you got here. Plain white walls, bricked like the interior of a school building. The ceilings are white as well, but solid. There are no tiles. And the linoleum flooring is white. But it's hard to tell all of this for sure as the red emergency lights flash up and down the hallway. And the 5 of you stand here. What would you like to do?
Nice to meet you all. I'm Hank. Nice to meet you, I'm really looking forward to working with you. Really nice to meet you. Brad, Frank, and Tina. Got 2 Brads. Really much, appreciate that. It'll be easy for me to remember. So, hey, what are we gonna do?
You are the most popular man at the AA meeting right now. I am so very confused why we're here.
I'm definitely the most popular, but I don't know about AA.
Oh, yeah.
You're a good one, bud. I'm gonna like you, Brad. You too, Brad. Of course,
I
I don't
hate
want to forget Tina and Frank either, but
I hate to raise a concern so early in our friendship, but I don't know why we're here. Does anyone have any memories or my faculties seem to be failing me a bit?
I have no idea. I have no idea who any of you are. Do you remember anything?
Tina, we're friends. Come on. All right. You know what? Here, we got lights going on. Let's look around. It'll be easy. We'll just go around and we'll see what's going on and we'll figure this out in no time at all and we'll be set.
Okay. All right.
Red lights usually don't mean things are working very well.
You got that right, Frank. Oh, I like you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't like an after party that we just woke up in. I mean, I don't remember drinking, but I don't think it is.
So yeah, just kind of look around. Is there any sort of paperwork, any books or signs or anything that lets us know what's going on?
Yeah, as you're looking around, there are no signs on the walls. Nothing is falling down onto the floor or anything. Everything's blank, and you take a couple of steps and you hear a strange doo-doo, and you see a floor tile move out of the way in front of you, and then you see something come up out of it. It's on like a hinged arm of some sort, and it's a camera. And it pans over you, as if kind of like looking you all up and down for a moment. And then you hear a voice come over the intercom system. Hello, Frank, Hank, Brad, and Tina. I understand you have questions, but we do not have much time. What is your reaction to this?
Tina actually goes up to it and taps it a little bit just to see if it's pretty stable, and then says, who are you? Why did you do this? Are you keeping us here?
The camera turns more to directly face you. You may call me friend computer, because I am your friend.
Now that's what I like to hear. Nice to meet you, friend computer. We're gonna get along famously.
Does that ring any bells for me, or is just?
It doesn't. Not
Okay.
currently, at least. Everything's still pretty hazy, and you don't really remember much. And then you hear the voice say, "The backup power has prioritized specific aspects of the complex, such as my system and emergency lights. We must return power to the facility. Our emergency power will only keep the facility's main doors closed for 3 more hours. We do not want the main doors to open, or we may let the infection in." And at the sound of that, there's not quite a memory, but there is a fear. You know, whatever your personal character's opinions are about the infection, you kind of remember those.
Oh boy, that sounds a little scary, huh? Kind of elbow Brad.
I feel like I know a lot about viruses.
Computer.
Maybe I'm a doctor.
Can you tell us anything about this infection?
The camera kind of turns to Hank and then back to Tina. The infection would do nothing to me, but it would most certainly kill you. And I don't want that. I am your friend.
I'll be the one to determine that.
Oh, come on now, Tina. Looking out for us. I get it. I don't want to die either. No one here wants to die. I mean, come on.
I reach out and I grab the camera and I look into it. And I'm like, where do we restart the power? Let's get on with this.
You feel like a slight resistance, like it's trying to pull out of your grasp, but it just doesn't quite move enough. Time is running out. There will be time for questions after power is restored. Remember, You can call on friend computer anytime if you require assistance. And then you hear the ding ding sound again, and the computer or the camera lurches away from you and goes down back into the floor below. The tile slides back over it, and then you see the tile glow. And the glow moves to the next tile. And to the next tile. Like it's leading the way. Like a waypoint of sorts. And it's just slowly beginning to move down the hallway.
Well, all right, friends. Looks like we've got some fixing to do. Let's go. And I start walking and following the light.
Tina follows along. And she's mumbling like, friend computer. Okay. I don't know about that.
I'm going to assume Hank and Tina kind of lead the charge and kind of follow up with Brad and Frank after them and be like, Hank's a real go-getter. It's kind of...
Well, I do, for some reason, trust authority, so I think the computer is our best option here.
Oh,
The
I'm
computer
sure.
is never the best option.
I mean, it beats being in the room, I guess, but we don't really have a lot of options.
We don't have anything else to go on. We just got to follow it. Let's get the power back up, and then we can stop whatever it is outside.
Is there
Yeah.
anything as we walk along that we see? Do we see anything on the walls or ceilings or anything?
No, not really. And turning into the next hallway, you see that this hallway is lined with doors. Much like how a school would be with classrooms. The little waypoint continues down the hall towards the double doors at the end.
Are there windows on the doors?
There are not windows on the doors, but they are labeled. And as you're walking by them, you see one of them is called recycler maintenance. One of them is transport tube maintenance, elevator maintenance, nutrients distribution, heat and air maintenance, cleaner maintenance. And then the double doors at the end are labeled light and power maintenance.
Yeah, I'm just following the computer. And Hank.
Looks promising. Looking forward to this.
Tina is like cautiously following behind Hank as well and like kind of moves along. So she's a little bit behind him. Like, I don't know if I want to be so excited about whatever I see up ahead.
I mean, I'm looking forward to having some answers, but like this infection, it's like in the back of my brain. It's like you can feel this distant thought of like fear. I can't really rationalize it. It's like a nightmare that came back.
Are you feeling the fear or is that the infection?
I don't think it's the infection. I mean, do I look infected?
I don't know. I've never seen you before.
Hey, now, friends. No one's infected here. We're in the complex. You know, we're trying to keep the infection out. So let's keep going.
What if the infection was just a rumor to keep us complacent?
Oh, you're a fun one. Probably good at parties. Come on, let's go.
Don't worry about it. We'll get the power restored, and then we can probably get like a lab going, and we can do blood tests. We'll have a real party.
Here we go.
I don't know if I want to go to this party.
I mean, it can't be any worse than the party that we apparently woke up in, so.
I open the double doors.
Immediately push those open. And you see this is opening up into just one large room, and there are hundreds of switches in here. Like, the entire room is this giant breaker box. They all seem to be, like, separated into sections, but from first glance, it's nothing you can particularly, like, make sense of. And you hear the doo-doo again, and the voice comes over the intercom. There seems to be a system malfunction that is worse than my original system diagnosis. Scanning for all possible options now. Scan complete. The option with the highest probability is a full system reboot. This reboot is risky. If it is not done fast enough, the main doors could open. There is a main lever on the far wall. It will need to be switched to the off position for exactly 5 seconds before switched back to the on position. Any more or any less could result in the opening of the main doors or malfunctions of other areas of the Mangala Alpha complex. Do you understand?
Yes, friend
Oh,
computer.
this is easy peasy. Now you're talking my language.
You hear it kind of.
Yeah, and Brad having, I guess, technical abilities in engineering and repair, like kind of says like, this is my time to shine, I guess.
I like your attitude, Brad.
Hey, it's the one thing I can do. All right. You got something needs oil and fix and repair. That's what I can do. It's weird though. I don't have memories really of them, but like it's like this nascent thought in the back of my head. But whatever, going with the gut. So Brad will kind of walk over and kind of pat his hands together. 5 seconds. That's what friend said.
No more,
yeah,
no less.
5 seconds.
All right, let's see if I can count.
You got this, Brad. You got this, bud.
So then I think I'm rolling engineer because it's like a mechanical repair.
Yeah, mechanics and engineer.
Oh, perfect. I get to roll 5 die and a computer die if I read that right. 1, 2. Do you want me to tell you how many or just?
I'm gonna tell you the difficulty is going to be 2. You need 2 successes.
3.
Perfect.
3 without the computer die. So.
Yeah. So, as soon as you shut off that switch, you hear the background humming that has been happening through the entire complex just completely shut down, and it is quiet. It is dead silent for a solid 5 seconds.
Okay, this is worse. So I regret doing this.
And then the switch goes back up, and as the power is rebooted, the lights actually come back on. No more red flashing lights. You hear things beginning to kind of like hum louder and actually begin to work. You hear the ventilation systems beginning to work again. You hear just this general louder hum throughout the complex. And
Sorry, I was just gonna say, well, it looks like we're done here.
After a few moments, you hear doors opening and movement outside of this room.
Oh, good thing we did that, huh, Tina?
Great job, everyone. And I start high-fiving everyone.
Wait, Fred computer, is there still an infection though? Should we be concerned about quarantine or any of that?
Don't worry, I got this. We're good. We got this.
Hank, you don't know who you are. You don't know what's going on.
I think Hank is a strong leader.
I think we're gonna be just fine.
We should listen to Hank.
I'm not quarantining.
I mean, I just want to know what's going on.
Oh wait, so there's other people here then.
Let's go take a look. We definitely got noise out there, so come on, let's go. And I'll walk back out the double doors to see what the noise is outside.
All right.
Okay. Once you head back to those double doors and look out, you see there is one little trail of what looks like blood leading down the hallway. It looks like it's a smear of some sort that leads down the hallway and back towards the area where you woke up.
So, unless one of you are bleeding, it looks like that might be someone else's blood.
Maybe it's just red oil.
I just take my finger and I taste it.
That's not.
Okay, Frank are standing over there.
It's blood.
Familiar taste of blood.
All right,
Human oil.
Don't cross that guy.
Yeah, great.
All right. Well, I suppose we should kind of figure out what that's going on, right? I mean,
did it taste infected at all?
Now I have a question for you,
Not
Brad.
to
How
me.
on earth would we know what infected blood tastes like?
It doesn't taste infected.
Okay.
I don't know anything right now.
All right.
Brad, he's gonna do
Just
what
an
he
interesting
can
question.
to
That's all I'm saying.
Don't egg him on.
You begin to hear a sound of it's just like this bumping sound. You hear something continuously like running into something else down the hallway.
Well,
Want to see what that is?
we gotta go. I gotta know what's going on. I mean,
Why?
just you get interested in this sort of thing, right? Like a puzzle that needs to be solved. Come on, let's go.
I do want to try to solve a puzzle. And that's the puzzle of what the hell is happening. And
I mean,
There we
how
go,
the hell
Tina.
to get
I
out of
like
here.
that. No, I like that. That's good stuff. All right.
And then second,
Tina,
get
let's go.
away from Hank.
I mean, do you have any idea how to summon friend? Like, if we've done the deed for friend computer now, like, do we have a way to? Should we look at a way to summon friend computer back into existence?
Yeah, you go for that. I'm gonna go and see what the thing is, though. So I'll see you in a bit.
I'm following our
Mr. Walker.
leader.
Oh God.
I'm gonna make sure both of you don't die.
Oh my God.
Hey, I like that. I'll do the same for you, Frank? You and me? We got this.
I think I'm going to go with Frank, Hank, and Brad. Brad, if you want to come
Okay,
with.
I'll be the caboose on the Brad train. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, how are we gonna? I mean, as we're walking, obviously, I just want to know, like, what are we? Brad 1, Brad 2? Are we gonna like B money? Hey, there we go. There's B money.
Which one of us is B Money?
We got the scars. Yeah, you're the one. The tall drink water. Yeah. All right. You're B money, and then the other guy, levers over here. All right, levers.
Sure,
I like that. We got B money and levers.
We got,
There we go.
levers and pens. What are we doing here?
No, we're good. We got this. I just want to make sure. If I say B money, I know we know who I'm talking about. If I say levers, we know who we're talking about. Let's do this.
And I'm gonna refer to myself as Brad.
Yeah. So to make
Whatever
things,
you
Just-
got to do, B money.
Just
no
to make
worries.
things clear.
That's totally good.
You say that's totally good, and round the corner, and you see an elevator. That the door itself is propped open because you see what you remember is a cleaner. You're not sure how really that you remember that, but they're like these large vacuum style machines that roam the hallways and clean them. You see a cleaner is constantly running into the elevator and backing out, and you see the blood trail that you were following was from the cleaner, from like the sponge underneath, and as it is running into the elevator, you see it's just squishing more and more of this blood. It's a bloodbath inside of this elevator.
I kind of walk over there. Hey, ho! Friend cleaner, come on. I'll help you in there. Can I kind of give it a push to shove it in?
Sure. Let's go ahead and do a roll for that.
Sure. I'm assuming that would be athletics.
Yes, and I guess violence.
I guess violence. All right. I woke up this morning and chose violence. So we got a total of this many dice. That is no successes and a 6 on the computer die.
Fantastic. Familiar sound, bum bum, and you hear, my systems took a little longer to reboot than previously calculated. And it almost sounds like it's still rebooting. The voice is kind of like gradually growing stronger and stronger. This mess will be gone soon. As for you, and turns to Hank. Congratulations. You are the #1 troubleshooter. And
Oh,
you feel this like you can interpret it any way that you would like, whether you want it to be like entitlement or whether you just want it to be like some sort of boost. You just feel luckier than you've felt since you woke up. You watch as the cleaner, now having been shoved into this elevator, you see it seem to like latch onto something and back up, and you see a body being pulled out of the elevator itself, and you all just kind of stand there for a moment as this cleaner pulls the body out, drags it over to another part of the wall, where you see the floor opens up and there's an entrance to a large tube. And the cleaner shoves the body into it, kind of like folds the body into it, not in a way that a body is supposed to be folded, and then you hear it sucked away. Then you see the cleaner turn and begin moving back to try to scrub the blood now that the source is gone.
That was extremely efficient.
B-Money gets it. That's why I like you, B-Money. That's why I like you. Okay.
Disturbing.
Yeah,
if we
but,
did-
you know, it ain't us.
Hey, congrats on the promo.
Thanks, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're moving up in the wherever this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a real go-getter.
So this is the Alpha Complex, right? That's what the something Alpha Complex. What was it that they said?
Mangala.
Anyways.
Take note. This is what a real leader's like.
All right.
And-
So what next? I know that we needed to reboot the system, right? And then we've also got to make sure that the front doors aren't closed. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear, I'm sorry about the body. When the power was lost, there was an altercation between workers here, like yourselves. Humans can be violent, but they can also be triumphant. Congratulations for turning the power back on. You have saved Alpha Complex. 25 credits have been added to your accounts to accommodate your efforts. Thank you. The main doors to Alpha Complex remain sealed. However, there is a chance the infection could have made its way into the complex via the ventilation system, while on emergency power. I regret to inform you, you have not been taking your nutrient medications, so you are vulnerable to infection. Regretfully, the nutrient medications were destroyed in the altercations that occurred before your arrival. Would you like to know symptoms of the infection?
Yes.
Yeah, hit us.
Symptoms of infection could be irritability, drastic change in personality, outbursts of anger, and confusion. Please alert me if you suspect any of your fellow workers of being infected. I am your friend. I do not want it to spread.
Well, thank you, Frank Computer. I appreciate it. We got to watch out for Frank over there. He's a little cranky, that one. I'm just joshing you. Don't worry. I'm just joking around. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Is anybody confused?
Well, are we all confused about what's going on?
I got two confused Kathys over here. I get that. No worries, though. No, we're good. We got this. Hey, Friend Computer, I appreciate it. So what do you need from us next? So we gotta get the ventilation system all taken care of. We're on it. No worries there.
Is there any way for us to get the nutrient supply back online to, like, I guess, work up our defenses against this infection?
Are you asking Fred and Computer this, or are you
Yeah.
asking the group?
Fred and Computer, yeah.
Okay. My calculations assume nutrients cannot be brought back online. See for yourselves. And you remember passing the doorway.
You know what? That's a really good idea. Come on, gang, let's go. Tina, you and me?
All right, Hank. Do you have a nickname? Call you Hanky, Panky, or something like that? I don't know.
Like little
Tina,
Hanky?
you're a good one. I like you. You're a good egg. No, just call me Hank. We're friends. We're buddies. We got this. Come on.
All right.
Call him
Just
Buddy
don't-
Hank.
Buddy Hank.
Levers over there. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
yep.
So we kind of walk down the hallway, or I do anyways. I kind of trying to usher Tina along. Yeah, we head for the maintenance, or the nutrient maintenance area.
Okay. You head over to that door and you turn the knob and go to open it, and it is blocked from the inside.
Jeez.
I'm gonna kick it.
Sure. That sounds like violence, probably athletics. Yeah, violence athletics. I'm gonna say this one is going to be. This one's gonna be difficult. We'll say you need 3 successes.
Did not get it, but I rolled a 1 on the computer dice.
Okay. So you kick this door. You feel it kind of give a little bit, and you can kind of tell from that kick that it's not just something pushed up against the door. This door is like barricaded from the inside. There's a lot blocking this door.
Is there like any indication that it could be engineered to be open, or is it just like stuck because of the like what he just found out?
It seems to just be stuck. There might be another way in, but from here and from what you know now, you don't see one.
Are there any ventilation ducts that we could see? Something that might get into the ceiling above the room that we can drop into?
I mean, that kind of sounds like a 2-for-1. If we have to investigate the ventilation system, maybe head there and then try to follow up on that idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Why don't you two, Brad and Brad, go up there and check it out?
Look, I
What's the
don't want
sound?
to trust this computer here, but didn't it say the infection is in the ducts? Maybe. You want to
Yeah.
go through there?
It might come in through the ducts. I mean,
It's
if
tall
that's
tales. I'm not worried about that at all.
All right. Good luck.
like, I mean, if it's air particulates, I mean, we might already have it. All of us. I don't know.
Lever's over here with the $5 words. I like you. All right, Tina. You're small, right? You can get up there, get that going.
I mean, I'm small. I'm just not very good at getting up at things.
You'll be fine.
do
All you gotta
that.
do is just crawl through there, trying to get down into the room from the ducts above the ceiling there, and then just clear out the door. Let us in. We're fine. We'll be good.
Yeah. Actually, Money Bags. What was your nickname, Brad? I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Well, my name is Brad. You could call me Brad. That would be perfect.
Brad.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Moneybags, you're getting in the duct.
I don't know if I'm the right person for this, but
you're slim. You can get in. Looks like you've gotten in and out of things all the time.
oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, milady. He tips his invisible fedora.
All right, B Money. All right. So I kind of I get my hands into the holster position, and then I go, all right, B Money, come on, you got this. Just put your leg in here, get up there into the ducts, and then just let us in from the inside.
I just want to paint a picture that Brad's athletics are so bad that even if he's being held up, it's like, it's not a good scene. This is my worst trait.
You
So,
know,
he's
Tina's
like
saying this out
bumping
loud.
against the wall, kind of sliding a little bit.
I do remember in my past, I've seen something like this. It's called a wacky inflatable man. That's what I think you look like right now.
Hey, Shane, we need.
I'm trying my best.
Do you want?
You're doing a great job, Brad. You're doing a great
no.
job.
You got
Hey-
this, Brad. Thanks.
Yeah. See, we got this.
Really
Hey,
taking
Bob,
one for
come
the
on. Can you
team
come
here.
over here and help out B Money?
Do I need to roll athletics right now to?
How many people are helping him into this duct?
Yeah, I wave F-bomb over and we.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll athletics for this, Brad. But with the help, you only need 1 success.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives, 1 positive.
So you're in a negative 3.
-3.
And then I'll roll my computer die then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
Here we go.
friend computer helps you into the vent. Gives you like a little push.
I got a 5.
Okay. So there is this. I feel like other Brad and Tina get a really good view of this as Hank and Frank are trying to help Brad up into this air duct. They're like, holding a foot a piece, or like I don't know the situation, but it doesn't matter because Brad is just.
Oh, like maybe my butt's going in one of their faces. Like. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. There's just this awkward circle, and then you grab onto like the air vent itself, but before you can even like pop it open, you slip off of one of their hands, fall, so they all slam into each other, and there's just like this pile of Hank, Frank, and Brad on the floor now.
Oh man, I thought we really had that because Hank and Frank are really here to lift you up, so we really appreciate that.
I apologize. I just this is I'm not normally like this. I'm sure.
No, man, no worries. It's really totally fine. You're doing just great. Hey, Levers, how about you want to give it a shot? Come on.
Now, before the fall actually happened, other Brad and Tina, you hear bum bum, but it's just in your heads. It's not in the intercom. You can hear it in your heads, and you both kind of react to it, so you get the sense that both of you are hearing it, and you don't see the other three reacting. And you hear, I feel I must tell you. My scans indicate there is a traitor in Alpha Complex. The power outage was not an accident. It was done manually, just like when you rebooted it and turned it all back on. There is a traitor among us, so proceed with caution. Doom doom. And that's when Hank kind of turns to Levers.
Got this, Levers? Come on, give it a shot.
I mean, I'm about as fit as a fiddle as Bradley Moneybags over there, but
Hank, wait. Hank, you look so strong. Do you know how strong you are? Like, how
I try to
strong
stay
are
fit.
you?
I appreciate it.
How limber are you? Because do you think you can get up there and get through the vent? Because if you have that ability to crawl, pull yourself up, and do all that, that's actually very useful and very impressive.
Tina,
you look like you lift.
I appreciate that,
real.
Tina, and you know I like to stay fit, and I do appreciate that. But someone's got to stay out here, kind of lead the charge.
I don't know.
a
I've
little
heard
bit.
that the best leaders lead by doing. You got to set the example.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
You are the number
and that's-
one.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Put me in the pipe.
Hey,
Well, there we go.
F-bomb here's got it. He wants to be the leader. He wants to be the next number one troubleshooter, like this guy right here.
I'm
So
not
we
the
got this.
leader. I just want to get the vents working.
At this
All right.
point, you all hear again, dun dun, and the over the intercom for all of you to hear, you hear, I see it is not going well.
Oh no, it's going. It's going.
Friend computer. No, we got this. So
Fine.
we're just gonna lift Frank. See? Come on,
Yeah.
Frank. I got you.
As
All
you
right.
may have noticed, the door to the nutrient distribution maintenance controls is blocked from the inside, but there is another way in. Clearance level, blue.
I look down at my jumpsuit. I appreciate that, friend computer, but unfortunately, I'm only clearance level orange. I would assume. I'm guessing. I don't exactly know, but
Yeah, is
no.
this a fashion statement? Like, I don't.
What does clearance level blue mean? Do any of us have that? Do you know?
You don't think so? You know that each floor of this complex is a different clearance level.
Here's a question for your friend computer. Is there a way to get clearance level blue?
Look at this go-getter over here. Just
You hear, no, but there is a way to get into clearance level blue.
Oh, interesting. Well, Frank here was just about to go up there, so why don't you give us the rundown? Maybe Frank can take care of it for us.
Clearance level blue contains the tool maintenance and distribution center. There is a chance you would find a circular saw in this clearance level. But without your first dose of nutrients soon, you will begin to feel the fatigue. It will be faster to retrieve one. You must go to clearance level blue.
All right. Well, lead the way then, friend computer.
I guess back to the bloody elevator.
Yeah, you hear, you will have to use the elevator. I can override your clearance badge because I am your friend.
I kind of nudge Frank. See, she's got this. We got this. No worries. All right.
All right, friend computer, thanks.
You want to send another mop? There's still some blood.
Or if you don't want to send a mop, I mean, Frank might just take care of it.
So yeah, I start heading confidently down the hallway towards the following the trail of carnage to the
I mean,
elevator.
and eventually the blood trail ends because you see the cleaner now making its way in your direction and just scrubbing the floors. You can see it is in like functioning condition now, and it is scrubbing the floors clean. They're a little slippery as you're kind of heading towards the elevator itself, but you can go to the elevator.
I kind of give it the knucks as we pass. Good job.
Is like walking and her sneakers are squeaking. She has a little slip where she's like trying to just quickly get to the elevator.
That was nice. You doing like a little Bradley dance there?
Oh yeah, yep. Just which Brad? You, Brad, or you?
No, the one who's shaking his moneymaker.
No, B money.
B money.
There we
Moneymaker,
go.
B-money.
Money.
Okay.
Well, actually, I was fine. It was the other two that were screwing around up there. I would have been fine if
Oh
you
no,
had
Brad,
a
that's not a very
ladder or a
friendly
more
thing to say.
stable structure.
No, don't downplay your dancing acumen. That was a good, fine arts and all that.
I just walked really fastly to the elevator.
Oh, he's blushing. You see that? He's blushing.
No, he doesn't. He's not happy about it. I wouldn't be either. You know what? It's really fine. We're all friends here. We all just got to get along. Sorry about that, B money. Levers over there is just ribbing you a little bit, but we're friends. We're pals. It's just all good fun.
All right, so what, up to blue level and hope we can find nutrients before we get fatigued?
Circular saw to get to that nutrient.
Yeah, let's head up.
Okay.
All right, you head into the elevator and you see you remember like friend computer saying that it could override your security badge, and you're kind of like feeling around and you're like, should I have a security badge? And at one point you move your like arm just right to where your sleeve comes up a little bit, and you see an actual like barcode on your wrist that you can use to scan as a sort of key card in this elevator. And yeah, who scans their arm?
I will.
Tina.
Oh, I was
Oh.
reaching for it too. Like there's
We're
three
all
arms
like-
that immediately.
Yeah, three
Reach
arms
out.
go forward.
All right, be my guest. Thanks, Brad.
Well, you're welcome.
I'm definitely still going for it.
We're kind of nudging our arms, like
Okay.
like they're
Brad-
kind of like.
Brad and Hank, roll a d6.
Let's see. 4.
3.
All right, Hank's arm gets scanned.
Gonna throw my arm around Brad's shoulders. B money. Don't have to fight about this thing. We got it. Don't worry.
It gets scanned, and then you see the buttons on the elevator like light up. You see various colored lights. You see there's like white, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and ultraviolet. Black is the color of the button itself. And I assume we're wanting to press the blue one.
Yeah, just punch that blue one.
All right, press the blue one, and the whole elevator goes red for a moment. And then you hear over the intercom, "I will override. One moment." And as the elevator is just red and kind of like humming a little bit, you sit there for a moment. And as it's overridden and the doors are closing in front of you, you hear, "Remember, troubleshooters, while you are in the elevator, I cannot help you. I cannot access the elevators themselves via camera or audio. Please be careful." I am your friend. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. And then the doors close. And you feel a shift and the elevator begins moving.
Circular
That sounds
saw.
great.
I mean, I'm assuming it's circular, but is it just a circle?
Yeah,
Pretty
dude.
much, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll trust you on that one then, Frank.
It falls into quiet moments a couple of times as the music seems to like get louder as it's more of in your focus. And you're just still moving along.
How large is this building?
Seen any like floors go by? Like, have you felt like how long has it been?
I mean, we hit the blue button. That's the only information we have.
Can I make a alpha complex roll?
Sure. I'm gonna say at your current condition, you will need 4 successes.
Well, I only have 1 in the skill, and my brains is 0, so I don't think that's gonna happen, right?
You feel like you should know more about the place that you're in, but right now you can't remember anything.
Yeah, just kind of the idea of how big is this building is getting Brad to try to like, I don't know.
I do a roll to see if I can remember anything or know anything intuitively about the building.
About the alpha complex? Yeah, I think that would be the same. Or you have to have 4 successes.
Nope. That would be 1 success.
Yeah, you're trying to remember, and you know that maybe like over time, maybe you'll be able to remember a little bit more, but it's just too hazy right now.
You know what really has been tickling the back of my noggin? I turned to the rest of the group. Do you remember anything about the infection? I mean, I know it's bad, obviously. We all agree that it's bad, right? But like, do you remember anything about it exactly? For some reason, I just can't quite place it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All
It
right.
just seems like this faraway concept of something terrible that I can't put a finger on it. Like, is it, respiratory? Is it, like, I have no idea.
Hey,
B Money, you had some thoughts on that earlier. You have any input into that one?
Well, I don't really remember much, but I don't know. I kind of doubt that there's some sort of infection. I just assume that, they're just making stuff up to keep us under lock and key.
Oh, jeez.
who's
So
that?
your assumption is that friend computer is manipulating?
Well, I wouldn't say that quite. Don't go that far.
Now. Friend computers are friend. No one's thinking otherwise, right? We're all good.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call them our friend.
I mean, to be fair, we just met friend computer after.
They've done nothing but good for us so far.
They mopped a
Helping
guy
us
into
out.
the wall.
Us. I didn't say him. I said they've done nothing good, but
Well-
nothing bad to us.
Yeah, that guy. That
Bad
could
to
have
him.
been the
He could have been
saboteur.
dead when the robot got there.
He could have been a saboteur. Are we all thinking about that now?
Look around the elevators. Do I see anything other than the buttons? Anything else out of place or anything?
You see a couple posters. One of them is a sort of like computer looking symbol with an eye, and it just says the computer is your friend.
See? Look at that. It's our friend.
Right there, clear as day. Best friend computer.
It's like it says on the tin. Yeah, I have no memory or recollection of this infection, or Does anyone remember anything that they did? Like that they might know what to do? As far as how to get us through here?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Wash your hands and don't lick blood.
Well, Frank already...
Levers. That's a good one. Hey, you got you, F-bomb.
Frank looks like he had a tasty treat earlier, so...
Just
I
a
mean,
little
just-
blood. I've had so much worse than that.
I don't know if I want to ask that.
You really don't.
No, this is a good conversation. This is how we get to know each other in a tight, confined area.
Oh,
Just like a nice campfire discussion. Does anyone remember what a campfire is?
well, breathing the same air, though, in this small space, that makes me feel real comfy.
Actually, Brad, while you ask, does anyone remember what a campfire is? All of you simultaneously kind of, it's less of a memory and more of just knowledge. You've never seen a campfire. You've never been outside.
Thank God for that, too. I mean, no, I don't know what one is, but that's great. You know, they got that infection out there. It's good. It's a good thing.
Usually when things are on fire, I'm trying to put them out.
Yeah, why would you want a fire? Doesn't make any sense.
Fire wouldn't be very good inside, or it's like within a confined space. It's using up all of that oxygen.
You light a lot of fires there, Brad?
So, like, do I realize I've never been outside too?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what a campfire is. You, in theory, know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe you've seen footage or photos, but you've never actually experienced a campfire before.
I mean, I did turn a phrase, really. I mean, you never. You've never heard about. Oh, okay. I figured it was just common parlance, but maybe I was mistaken.
Another $5 word. Look at this. Look at this levers over here.
I'm gonna bust out a whole bunch of consonants and really surprise you.
He got you. All right.
Yeah, and then Brad just gets quiet because he's realizing he's never left the building, and that upsets him.
Tina is pressing the blue button again to see if anything happens, just to be like, is this moving at all?
You press the blue button and the red lights come back on and you feel whoosh, the elevator stop.
Tina.
Way to go.
Thanks. It was something different. I guess I just wanted to make sure it's still working.
Well, it ain't anymore.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. Could I try engineering the elevator to keep moving again? Can I like pop open the thing and do anything to it?
Oh, yeah, I'll let you roll for it.
Oh yeah. All right. So I pop open like a plate or something, and I'm trying to put some wires together, and whatever. Whatever I can do to keep it moving. So I've got 4 engineering, and that's 0 brains. And a 5 is a success.
A 5 or a 6, yeah.
Well, I got 0. So, I'm gonna roll my computer die. I got a 1 on the computer die.
Okay. There is this moment where you're realizing that nothing that you try is gonna work, and then you kind of close it back up, and I will say with kind of your basic knowledge of engineering itself, there's a super simple way to fix this. And you look over at Hank's arm.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of leaning
Hank.
that way, anyways. I appreciate that, B Money. I do appreciate that, but I really think it's just I scanned my barcode.
Feel free to call me Brad.
I got
Yep.
you, B Money. Don't worry about it.
You don't have to be obligated to.
All right, BM. Does that better?
No, that's far worse.
All right.
All right, so as soon as your barcode is scanned, you kind of press that blue button again, and you feel yourselves moving. You seem to be moving. It was kind of hard to notice before, but it almost seemed like a gradual transition. When you moved the first time, you seemed to be moving up, and this lurch, you kind of seem to be moving sideways.
What in the?
Oh, I must have fixed it.
Here we go, BM. All right, so BM's got the fix in. See, we're working together.
All right. Thanks.
Hank, I said a lot of nice things about you earlier, but my opinion may be changing.
Oh, come on, BM. We're friends. We're getting along just fine.
I'm sure it's just an efficiency thing. It's less syllables. You can just get in and
Brad
out. Yeah.
is one syllable.
I'm just doing it. I'm just
BM
doing
is
it.
two.
Differentiate
Money is
between you
two.
and levers.
So
Tina, come on, back me up here. We're just having fun. It's the nickname. We're having fun. We're friends. All right. I know. I understand. Sometimes old Hank can come off a little strong. I get it. But honestly, I'm just trying to get this done with everyone here on the same side. All we are friends working towards the same goal. That's it. I'm trying to build a rapport. Levers, another $5 word for you there. Between us here as a team. Just some little team building exercises, trying to get us going back and forth as a friendly unit. That's all I'm trying to do. If you don't want me to call you B Money or BM or what have you, great, fine. That's totally fine. I'll call you Brad. Is that good, Brad?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I like the BM name. I think we should call him BM.
It really does roll off the tongue, doesn't it?
Brads, we gotta stick together.
BM, no, we're a group here. We appreciate
Don't worry,
it. We
this-
appreciate you.
We can
it's
call
a
you
term
both
of
BM.
endearment.
This is we go with a pair of BMs. See, this is how it starts. When we get to the blue level, we're gonna do trust fall exercises. It's gonna be fantastic.
we all get nicknames.
Brad starts pounding on the elevator door. Let me out of this hellhole.
Oh man.
I don't know, could be claustrophobia. I mean,
Come on, Bradlington, let's go. Come on, we're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not giving you $5. That's not a word.
I kind of put my hand, my arm around Brad's shoulders again. Hey, Brad, chill, man. We're cool, right? Like you and me, we're all here. We're all on the same side. We're just having a little bit of fun, lighthearted ribbon. I'm sorry if we took it too far. We good? We cool?
Yeah, he just stock still now, just staring straight ahead, like pretending in his mind he's probably never been to a beach, but maybe there's some sort of program or something that's in the back of his mind that he's seeing a digital beach somewhere or something.
What are you thinking about, Brad?
Nothing. He's in this other place right now.
I kind of squeeze his shoulders a bit and pat him on the chest, and then turn around to the rest of the group. He's fine. He just needs a little bit of time. No worries.
If he's being
Okay.
unresponsive, do you think he's got the infection?
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I do know, though, is before we can do anything about that, we got to get F-Bomb over here to get up there and get us a circular saw. So
Why, Frank? I
Yeah,
thought we were all
F-bomb.
gonna go. All gonna go, right?
yeah, but I'm just saying, my man F-Bomb over here seems to know the shape of it and everything. So I think we're good. You know, we just got to let him kind of take the lead, take the point on this one. And then we'll get down into the room and we'll get our nutrients and we should be good to go.
I mean, assuming this elevator ever arrives somewhere. I mean, it feels like we've gone upwards and now it feels like we've gone sideways. And I don't think that's normal?
No, I've never. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I don't really recall being in a sideways elevator before.
Hank
Any-
gets a
any of you
far
know-
off look in his eyes. He just kind of freezes.
Do any of you know how big this place is?
No, man, I'm feeling like it's impossibly large.
Whatever, man. We got this.
Kind of
Why-
thinking,
oh.
kind of thinking about that at the question of, do any of you know how big this place is? You're feeling even smaller because you're realizing you've never left clearance level orange.
Tina also has a very far away look on her face.
Staring into a corner.
Do you think it's a
The Kill Bill
coincidence?
sirens.
Do you think it's a coincidence
Oh, wait.
that when he scanned his barcode the second time, it seemed to move in a different direction? I'm not suggesting that we do it a third time to see what happens, but I don't even know if we're really going. What are we doing?
Hey, lovers.
Yeah.
What choice do we got, man?
What if this hasn't even really moved? What if it's like some weird little ride that's just kind of. I don't know.
I don't know if I like that.
Hank kind of he like shakes his head. You kind of see him revving himself back up. He goes, "All right, enough of that type of talk. Let's all. Hey, you know what? You mentioned trust falls earlier. We got a little bit of time here. Why don't we do some team building exercises? Let's do some
No.
trust falls.
Red sticks his UPC code in the scanner.
As soon as you stick your own,
Yeah.
lights go red and the elevator boom, stops.
Oh man, Brad, come on, man! I stick my arm back under there.
Stick
Does
your
it
arm
move a
under,
different direction?
push blue, and no, it lurches sideways. The same way.
We just gotta go,
Um,
man. I got the clearance. It's gonna take us where it's gonna take us. Let's get to know each other. Is that better? No trust falls. Frank F-bomb over here doesn't like that, so that's fine. So
If
why
we're
don't
in
we?
if we're in here long enough, we may have to establish a P corner of the elevator. Because if you gotta go, it's better just to use the one corner.
We already
think-
got the BM corner.
I'm gonna ignore that for now.
Sorry, Brad. Frank got you with that one. We're gonna need to build you a grave because he murdered you.
Hank laughs and laughs and laughs and laughs, laughs and laughs. The loudest, most obnoxious.
Is schoolyard bullying a part of the infection? Is that one of the things that the
Brad.
computer listed?
Bradley, we're good. We got this.
Tina tries to scan her wrist on the thing
Oh,
as well.
no.
I straight up stop her. Like, no, man, come on.
And I think at this point you feel the elevator stop as well. It stops and you hear a ding, and the doors begin to open, but then they're stopped. Like there's just it's like a door is cracked. They stop for a moment and you hear boom boom as the friend computer comes back over the intercom and says, I have left out some information. I did not tell you sooner because humans can be distracted. What you are about to see, I understand that you may need to process, and your processing speeds are not as fast as mine. Before you see what lies beyond, do you have any questions for me?
Generally speaking, is there anything we should be braced for? What are we gonna see broadly?
You kind of think friend computer left, but you didn't hear the dinging of when it disappears, and you're kind of sitting there for a moment. You kind of look back and forth to each other.
Friend
There will be
computer.
more blood.
Fantastic. This from when the power was out?
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of let go of Tina's arm because I was still holding it from before, ew. And I kind of run my hand through my hair. Hey, friend computer, are we gonna die?
I cannot predict the outcome. However, I can offer probability.
Can you?
That's more Brad's thing. Yeah, we're good. No, it'll be all right. I trust you, friend computer. So,
I love numbers. What are the odds? Pretend I'm a gambling man.
For you or for the group?
I guess for the group.
Odds of all members surviving clearance level blue are 25%.
That's better than I thought it was going to be.
It ain't great, but it's something.
Friend computer, is there anything we can do to help protect ourselves when we go through these doors? Should we be worried about infection in some way, that we would breathe it in or absorb it through our skin?
My scans indicate infection spreads through bodily fluids.
Well, Frank, don't eat any more blood.
Yeah, I won't eat any more.
than usual.
I feel fine.
Friend computer, are you thinking that there are hostile infected humans?
Yeah, you know what, friend computer? I think Levers over here is right. I think we're ready to see. I think we're ready to see what's on clearance level blue.
Not really what I was saying.
No, I that's what
go
saying.
get her.
That's exactly
Okay.
what I was saying. I said we're ready to go. Let's do this.
What Hank is saying is he's ready to open the doors and go first headlong.
Brad and I
Be a
got
leader.
this. Yeah, Brad over here is my deputy. We'll go for it. Let's go.
Hank, do you want to be a little prepared and try to ask anything else forward?
Tina. Oh my God, what could we possibly get out of the situation that we don't already have? All right, come on. Let's do this.
Yep. All right. I guess we're as ready as we're gonna be.
From a previous question, you do get the reply of, my scans do not indicate hostiles in the immediate area.
Friend computer, have you detected any hostile humans at all?
The reply that you get just before the doors release and open up is, you are not meant to be in clearance level blue. And then you hear the boom boom and the doors like open up from this elevator, and you are looking in to see immediately a bloodbath before you. You see the cleaners are active up here, but there's so much blood that they're just pushing it in pools and just smearing it on the floor and on the walls. And then you hear a separate intercom, kind of from further down, say, "Welcome to clearance level blue."
All right, I suggest we find a circular saw and make our way back to the elevator as absolutely quickly as possible.
I suggest that Hank takes lead on this one.
Yeah. All right. Brad, you and me. Come on. I kind of grab his shoulders again and kind of usher him forward. You and me, we got this. You can be my deputy. We're gonna take care of this. So I kind of usher us both out the front of the.
Me, Brad, would be fighting against this, but my athletics and strength are so low that it wouldn't even make a difference.
You're like visibly struggling, but it's just no use
Yeah.
at all. As you
Don't worry, Brad. This is all team building.
Moving around.
Slipping in the blood.
walking through, your boots splash. That's how much blood is on the floor.
They're gonna
All right,
need
Brad.
cleaners for this.
All right, Brad, you gotta tell me, where do you think we're gonna find circular saw around here?
I have no clue. Like, do I see anything? Like, do I see any labels that say circular saw room?
Looking around, you see, it's not labeled, but you look and you've seen things like this. Obviously not this one, because none of you have ever been out of clearance level orange. But you know this booth is for making purchases. It is this just large, like half-walled booth with what you assume is basically like plexiglass or something all the way across, with one little slot to make the transactions. You're pretty sure that's where you need to go.
Head over to the big vending machine.
Hey, y'all, Brad's got it. Let's go.
Yeah, and as you're heading over, you hear dum-dum, and friend computer once again says, "Very good, troubleshooters, very good. I am programmed to perform with a certain set of rules. You need credits to purchase a circular saw, which you will need to access the nutrient distribution maintenance room. To receive enough credits, you will have to complete one more mission at my request. Your mission is direct. Discover which of you is the traitor. I will return only when there is a formal accusation to be made." Dum-dum.
Peter.
So we don't know how much the saw costs, but we know it's more than the 25 we received. And fantastic.
Oh, my man, Brad over here. He's not the traitor. He knows.
The most vocal of us might be, though.
Brad, I see what you're doing. I appreciate that. But I'm more interested in understanding how F-Bomb over here. You don't like technology much? Is that what I'm getting off of you?
Traitor against what? We don't know anything about this place. I don't even know if I could be a traitor, what I would be a traitor against.
Classic deflection, but I get it. I get you.
I mean,
Can I do an analyze check
On
or a
who?
psychology check? Can I?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you an amount of information based on how many successes that you get.
Oh, one success.
Okay. This is going to be our first direct message of the game.
I mean, so far everyone's kind of worked towards common goal. I mean, even Frank tried to kick in the nutrient door, probably damn near broke his ankle.
I would. I'd like to roll a charm roll.
Okay.
So I'd like to give an impassioned speech to the assembled group. I would improv it. Well, I'll do my best to improv it, but the idea is, so y'all know me. I'm Hank. I've been with you this whole time. No one here is trying to pull one over on you, certainly least of all old Hank. But one thing I do know is we five, we're in this together. We're here as a group, and we're working towards one solid goal. Now, do I think there's a traitor here among us? No, I do not think there's a traitor here. But If there is, I want you to know that I'm with you. We're friends. I appreciate you all, individually and as a group, because we're doing this together, working towards that common goal. If there is a traitor here, be open and honest, let us know. We don't have to turn you in. We can pool our credits. I just want to know. I just want to know because I'm here for you. I want to help you. I want to help me help you. So, please, just let us know. All you got to do is let us know. We'll come back. We'll tell friend computer nothing's going on. We just want to pool our credits. But this is just for old Hank, your buddy. Is there anything you'd like to tell us?
I don't even know who I am.
Hank, we don't even know how much the circular saw costs. He just said that we won't have enough.
Do I get to roll a bluff or a charm rather, or do I just get to?
Let's roll a charm. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 1 is 6 plus the computer. I got 0 successes. Dang. All right, that's fine.
Yeah. None of you feel the need to share much.
Almost like Hank's a blowhard. It's the weirdest thing.
I start a slow clap after the.
Well, I can tell you I don't feel particularly traitor-y at all.
I think it'd be traitorous. Am I right?
Traitorous.
Levers.
Yeah, it's a $5 word.
There we go.
Congratulations.
All right. You know what? That's good. That's okay. None of us are traitors. So why don't we just call? Why don't we just call the computer back, say none of us are traitors. And we'll go ahead, we'll pool our money and see if we can't get ourselves some of the circular saw.
I mean, if we don't have enough, we have to come up with a plan B.
Yeah, man. Friend computer's here for us. She'll help us figure it out.
All right, tap on the glass, I guess. See if you can get Frank Computer to tell you how much for that circular saw in the window.
Well, hold on, just a second. Is there any way we perhaps break into the vending machine? I mean, maybe we could fake it somehow.
I don't know, man. You really want to break more stuff? Look at this place.
System is up and running, so it might be detecting you breaking the law, and then you really won't get
Well, one of us is going to be labeled a traitor, which I can't imagine would be a good result for that person.
And I can't imagine that it gets you, a higher level of clearance. You're probably going to get number 1 for that. Probably going to get demerit.
I believe in us. And as your number 1 troubleshooter, I'm comfortable taking the lead in this one. I'm comfortable saying none of my friends here are traitors. So, friend computer?
Bum. Are you ready to make a formal accusation?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Go on.
It's Brad.
What? Excuse me?
2 floor tiles move out of the way, emerging from both of them, like these arms, like that the camera was on. But you see on the end of them, there are laser pistols. And you see they immediately both train on each of the Brads.
Whoa!
And they fire. And the rest of you watch as both Brads have their heads blown clean off of their bodies. Both bodies slump down onto the floor, and Frank, Tina, and Hank, you stand there as the bodies fall, adding more blood. The arms go back down, the floor tiles slide back over, and for a moment the 3 of you stand in silence.
I really thought that would work. I really thought she would ask, which Brad, and then we could have a conversation. But, huh.
Hank, you might be the worst person I've ever met.
Yep. Nope. That was quite possibly the most evil thing I've ever seen.
Man, I was really trying to do the right thing. I'm not trying to backstab. I really thought that would
After
call
all
him-
that speech.
You
I
called
really
him
thought that would
money
work.
the entire time.
Huh.
And then now you just say Brad, one Brad, and then both Brads gone.
Well, I mean, okay, all right. So, I mean, I was gonna say no one here is a traitor. That's fine. But then, like, I was like, oh, wait a second. There are two Brads. So if I say one, friend computer will have to be like, well, which Brad are you talking about? And then we can get into a conversation. And we're like, well, I really like both, but no, but it's just, huh?
You said no one here was a traitor. You were gonna go through with it, and then you decided without talking to the rest of us about this.
Well, I mean, I'm the number one troubleshooter. I'm the leader here. I gotta make a gut call every now and again, right?
Yeah, you're really earning your title there.
You hear friend computer now say, Troubleshooter Tina, would you like to make a formal accusation?
Do I have time to discuss this with my teammates?
Brad in the chat, do it. You hear, certainly. And if there is no other formal accusation, then the problem has been solved. Call when you're ready. Dun dun.
Still just kind of floored that didn't work. I was so sure. Oh, man. Huh, all right. All right, Tina.
I really am this close to just wanting to call you out on this, but I really want to get through this. And I don't know if you're going to help or not with getting through this. So,
Come on, Tina. I've been with you the whole way. All I've been doing is trying to help friend computer, trying to get the circular saw. I've been leading us this whole way. Yeah, okay. Did I make a mistake? Absolutely. I messed up. I'll own that. Good leaders own that. But I'm here. I want to make this right. You want me to take a step back? You'll do the talking. That's totally fine. We'll call friend computer back. You can let her know that we're all good. You know, continue to move on from there.
You no longer make decisions alone.
All right. You want to do this democracy style? All right, that's good. There are three of us. Simple majority gets it. All right, that's good.
I'm going to definitely trust the blood liquor before I ever trust you again.
F-bomb over here. He's a good guy. You know what? You're a good guy too. I like you. We're friends. We're gonna do this.
Okay, friend computer.
Bum bum.
I think we're good to move on. We'd really like that circular saw, please.
Understood. The remaining troubleshooters will receive 25 credits apiece for their efforts. Thank you. Alert me if you have any additional formal accusations. I am your friend. Bum bum. And then you see the giant vending machine kind of light up a little bit as if it is now in service.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Good talking, Tina. Good job. Go get her. So I walk up to the vending machine and I kind of like, all right, so circular saw. What are we looking at here?
Before you touch anything, Hank, I think you're gonna just have me and Frank make some decisions as well.
I'm already up there. That was the thing. Shoot.
Okay.
Can I shove him out of the way?
You're noticing as you're up here, it's not a booth. It's actually like a screen, and you just scroll through items. And then it has some like a scanner, like you saw in the elevator, where you just scan your barcode and purchase the item. You're noticing as you're scrolling, every item is locked, even if you can afford it. every item is locked until you get to the circular saw.
How much does it cost?
It costs 50. So one of you will have exactly enough.
Well, Frank shoved me out of the way.
I'll buy it.
Thank you.
Whoa!
Awesome.
All right, Frank. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get it done. Want to spend your money? Go for it.
I don't trust you with the saw.
I don't know how to use a saw, man. All right, you know what?
All right.
Okay. So as you're purchasing it, you hear sounds as if the saw itself is being printed or constructed behind this screen. And you see like a wait time. There's like a loading screen basically as you're waiting for the saw to be finished.
So, Hank, how come you're so chipper and so happy?
The one life we got to live, you know? Got to make the best of it.
Uh-huh. And she says that as she's looking at the blood-stained walls, blood dripping from the ceiling, and looking at the two headless bodies of Brads over off to the side.
No, I thought that would work. You can't get mad at me for that one. I really thought that would work.
I think I can get mad at you for that one.
Man, all right, okay, all right, Tina. Like I said it before. I'm sorry. Okay, I was wrong, and I'm sorry. Can we move on from that, please? Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I guess my question for you now is, why are you so upset all the time? You know, I'm here. I'm trying to live my best life. Trying to make the best of the situation around me. Why are you so negative? F-Bob, back me up on this. Come on.
You need to stop talking, Hank.
Yeah,
You got two good Brads dead.
we had two good Brads.
A few good
If
Brads.
I had a nickel for every time Hank got a Brad killed, I would only have 2 nickels, but it's still weird that it happened twice.
I'd have another circular saw.
Okay, all right. Okay. I don't want to rock the boat. I'll take a step back. Follow your lead. That's totally fine. But I want you to know I'm on your side. I'm on your team. Okay?
You ever?
I want us to succeed.
I mean, I hope we succeed as well. I really do think there's a smart way to go about things, though. Like,
I agree. I agree. You want a democracy? That's fine. We will all go ahead and voice our opinions. And I'll tell you what. I'll be the better man. I'll be the bigger man. I will say I won't even be the one to be in front and doing the talking. One of y'all can go ahead and do it. That's totally fine with me.
mm-hmm.
Democracy all the way. I'm in this with you. We're friends. We're on the same team.
Are we? I mean, I just met you, like, what?
Are we or are we not on the same team, Tina?
We are.
Okay then. All right. So we're in agreement. We're friendly on the same team. All right.
Because you're alive.
Yes. My question is.
I mean, I would
Actually,
love.
I guess my question is for Frank. Frank, what else can you buy in that machine? I didn't even get to see. Kind of shoved me out of the way. A little bit rude, if you ask me, but that's fine. What else can you buy there?
It doesn't let you buy anything else, just a saw. Not like you know how to use anything else anyway.
You are 100% correct there, my friend. 100%. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't ask my elbows regarding any of the saw stuff. But like, you didn't even get to see any of the other things you could buy there? Just curious if anything would help us. Help as a team.
Did I see anything, Kerri?
Everything was, you know that, like, where's that Pokemon? How it's all shadowed? Everything was shadowed black. Like, you could see the outlines, but not details.
Helpful.
Yeah.
I want to buy a Gengar. Nothing? All right, fine.
No, it doesn't let you see anything. I don't think we have the clearance. And obviously, this computer wants us to buy the one thing and go saw our way through a vent.
Is there a scanner there for one of our personal barcodes?
That's how he made the purchase,
Okay.
by scanning the barcode. And at this point, you hear bum bum, and you hear Troubleshooter Tina, Troubleshooter Frank. Do you wish to revoke Hank's #1 Troubleshooter award?
Yes.
I am indifferent to the award. I don't care.
Done. And turns and says, Troubleshooter Hank, your award has been removed. Bum bum.
Totally fair, like I said. And you know what? I forgive you. We can all move on.
Noted. Thanks.
And at this point, you hear this strange suctioning sound. But it's not coming from the floor, it's coming from the ceiling. And you just hear the sound of like things banging in tubes and just sliding and slamming above your heads. And then you see 2 tiles open up overhead and 2 bodies fall out.
I take a
Bodies
big
fall.
step back.
Orange jumpsuits, they fall, blood splashes from them landing. And as they're sitting up and standing up, you see the Brads.
Please tell me that we're covered in some sort of like goo, like some like jellied glue
Yeah,
that we're like
yeah.
wiping off of our faces.
Yep. And Brads, the last thing you remember is being accused by Hank. Pistols came out of a wall. That's all you can really remember.
Oh my God, it's so good to see you! Big hugs for both of them. Oh, I'm
Don't-
so happy
don't-
to see you. Oh,
don't.
Come on, Brad.
Tina's the leader.
I thought that was gonna, like the whole like a logical loop thing, and the computer's
I
gonna
don't
be all like,
want to hear it.
cannot compute.
I actually forgot my voice too. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, all right. Look, I apologize to them. Let me apologize to you. I'm so happy to see you, by the way. Oh, this is so much. See, we're good. I made the mistake. I apologize. We're good. I'm going to hold a grudge, Tina. We're going to be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it quite works that way. So
And Brad's, you don't really know what he's apologizing for. Because you don't really know what happened.
We
Yeah,
stood
you-
accused.
of something, and now we're covered in, I don't know, goo?
See? Good.
Do we see our own bodies?
I'd say Tina's probably like looking from the bodies to you for a moment, and you look down at the bodies. Yeah, you see your own bodies. It's kind of hard because like
Yeah.
their heads are blown off, but you see the
There's
pins
The name, yeah, and the name badge.
and the name tags. Yeah.
Do we have to roll for? Is that a thing in this game?
If there are 2 Brads, there could have been 7 Brads. You don't know that those are you.
I'm gonna say both Brads will have to remove a moxie for this.
I'm removing my only moxie for this.
Yep.
Okay, good.
I
Right.
I'm still pretty good on it, but so I just kind of lean down and take the pens out of the pocket and then put them back into the pocket of the
Nice.
new jumpsuit.
Good news, Brads. We got the saw.
Yeah. We're armed, but not Hank. He is.
Thank goodness.
I'm part of the
More
team.
blessings.
We as a team are doing a good job, right? We got the saw.
Hank did not get the saw.
Let's
Correct.
continue. Let's continue onwards.
I stepped back. I was magnanimous in my refusal to put myself forward. Another $5 word there for you, Brad. No, you know what? We're fine.
I'm pretty
Sure,
sure,
you're-
you know what? Just the bank is closed. Your money's no good here. You can put a pin in Scrabble. That's fine.
$5 words for free. There it is.
That's all you, buddy.
Levers over here.
Why don't
Shall we?
Hey, yeah. Let's go back to the elevator and go back to Orange.
It's just make haste away from what looks like my dead body, and just go back to the elevator, please.
Yeah, but that's not. Well, all right. Yeah.
Do you two not remember what happened at
No,
all?
I remember getting accused of, I don't know, something, and then a little armature with a gun pops out.
I remember there was something where we were gonna all talk about how we were all friends and there were no traitors, and then the next thing I hear is Brad.
Yeah, No, Brad, you're right. It's because
as I explained to them, I thought what I was doing, I was going to get into a logical conundrum loop with the computer, and we could at the very least have a conversation. But
did you ever think that you might want to like inform the rest of the party what this conversation was going to be?
Oh, hear this again. So, all right. So
he's gonna just make another speech. Let's go to the elevator.
I agree with BM. Let's go to the elevator.
At least let's walk and talk.
It's Brad. It's Brad power. Here. Don't do that.
Oh my gosh.
You want to be BP now?
No, it's you and me. We're both Brad. No nicknames.
Levers and BM over here. Okay. All right. Now I think Tina wants to go, and should let you know we're doing the democracy thing now. So whatever we all vote for is everything we're gonna go for that. So
I guarantee you, Hank, you're going to get outvoted every time.
Oh, okay. I want to go down to the orange level and open the door so we can all get our rations. You're gonna vote me on that one?
No, I mean we could take a vote to leave you on blue level.
I do like that kind of vote.
I raise my hand.
Okay, all right. If y'all want to leave me here, that's fine. But apparently, even if I die, you're just gonna get another one of me back downstairs on the orange.
Well, I mean, at some point, but it does give us a slight reprieve.
I do like your plan, Brad.
I don't know why we have to be so aggro about this.
Brad, I do like your plan, but if we all recall, he did have control of the elevator last time, and we may need him.
I don't think he
on the elevator. Me and Tina both tried it and it didn't work.
Well, who's number one now?
Tina.
Well, Brad over here is number 2.
Please tell me it's not Hank. And I'm not
At least
having it from you.
The number 1 troubleshooter award was taken away, but not given to anyone else. So no one currently has that.
Well,
so we can't leave blue level.
Let's try.
Let's find out.
All right.
So I walk in the elevator, stick my arm in.
Okay. You scan your barcode and you hit orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. It works.
I get in the elevator with everyone else.
Bye, Hank.
It's like sticks the arm in last second. Comes in, guys, you almost left me.
Almost worked.
As those elevator doors are closing, you realize that you have a really long ride back to orange level. And there's probably like this really thick silence for a little while as everyone's just kind of like stewing in what just happened. And also, like your shoes and like the bottoms of your pants are just wet with the blood that was in this level. The Brads covered in it, and they still have kind of like whatever that like jelly stuff was, like stuck in their hair, behind their ears, and they're just covered in various things from having fallen down into that floor. So it doesn't really smell very good in this elevator. And you're all really close to each other.
Tina's like looking at some of the goo in one of the Brad's hairs, where she just is like gooping it, and like, how are you both feeling? And like just trying to examine what this stuff is.
I mean, pretty much this morning, same thing. Couldn't remember how we got here. I don't remember apparently what happened after Hank's inevitable betrayal.
Roll my eyes exaggeratedly.
Oh, don't worry. I noticed this because I am making a point to get my disgusting body as close to you as possible for the remainder of this elevator ride. If I smell terrible, you're sitting in it.
Joke's on you, bud. I love skin chip.
Wipes the goop on Hank's jumpsuit then to get it out.
Unnecessarily aggressive. I still don't understand you, Tina. But you know what?
You said you liked it.
You
did say you liked it.
I just don't understand you.
I'm giving it to you because you said you liked it. So there you go. You get to keep it all.
So my science is kind of high, but I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to assume I know this, just so we're clear the next part. I would say it's amniotic fluid and other birth-related liquids and jellies. I think we were just born.
From 0 to 40 in 5 minutes. All right. You know, Brad, it's weird waking up this morning not knowing how we got there, and as the day goes on, realizing that I come to actually trust the guy who decided to eat blood more than the guy who won't shut up.
It's good because I'm the one holding the saw.
Y'all have been talking. I have just been standing here, minding my own business.
Oh, and it's been so nice.
I'm assuming that saw is like battery powered and not like plug in. Like he could just at any time lay into us.
Yeah, the next step is we need a generator.
Oh no.
I mean, if it's battery powered, I mean, if he did decide to say murder Hank, Frank Computer can't see him.
I'm not doing that.
Make this elevator ride real uncomfortable.
Look, I want to mend this relationship, okay?
Yeah.
No, you said you didn't want me to talk?
Yeah, that
Democracy vote. All right.
you not talking is actually helping. That's great.
Like the sound of angels.
So this nutrient stuff, Brad looks at the Brad that might know what this nutrient stuff might be. This will help us, right? You think that might help us get through this?
I'm not sure if it's the same stuff that we're looking for.
Okay.
But eat as much as you want. He wipes some off. Offers it to you.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh no, I don't.
I was talking about the stuff we're trying to get to.
Oh, I thought you
fuck!
meant this stuff.
I don't want to eat whatever's on your birth fluids. Gross. Please keep that to yourself.
You brought it up.
No, I was bringing up the nutrients that we're on our way to get. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, no,
Now I'm hungry.
No, yeah, there. Give Frank his fluids. He loves those.
Right, I think we're gonna need like a vomit corner in the elevator. Can we just designate like one spot?
Well, we have the vomit corner.
That would be the
piss
pee corner to the left there, and the vomit corner can be the right. We all have to keep on this side then.
I think this conversation is like gradually fading out as the camera just stops moving and the elevator just keeps going. But it's just one of those like fading out so that time can pass. And eventually the camera cuts to the outside of the elevator and it dings and the door opens and you find yourselves like relieved. It's like this coming home feeling as you see you're back in orange level.
It's so clean.
I swear to
It's
God,
good to be home again.
Now I will be so happy.
Is the cleaning robot still there?
You don't see it, but the floor is also like spotless now. All right, we're heading to the door.
Yeah.
Cool. You can head over there and what would Frank like to do with this circular saw?
I'm gonna saw my way in. Right, that was the idea. Is that it's like you're gonna saw through between the doors?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stick the blade between the doors and try and give it the old what for.
Perfect. You hear the saw start up, and it's just this loud echo through the hallway, and something like maybe a couple of you are like putting your hands over your ears, and you hear this saw beginning to do its job, and takes a couple minutes.
What does it feel like I'm sawing through? Is it like metal or is it?
It's a mix of like metal and wood. Some gives a little bit easier, but then you're back onto something a little harder. And as soon as it breaks, like all the way through to where you're sure you could push this thing open, you do so. You can kind of shove a lot of this stuff out of the way, and all of you get this immediate smell just hits your face of rot and decay. And then you see, as this door has been pushed open, you hear something grabbed and flung away as you see a person in an orange jumpsuit, face covered in blood, half of the face rotted away, and this person is sprinting at you, kind of like foaming, bleeding at the mouth, eyes bloodshot, gurgling, lunges toward you. And it clicks suddenly. You remember what the infection is.
Maybe Frank's our
thank
only
God.
hope.
Frank's a lumberjack. I don't know if you picked
I'm
that
just
up.
gonna be
Otherwise-
like flailing at him.
Well, our other hope is just throwing Hank at the.
I'm at the very back.
Yeah.